Hi everyone, this is Boogess Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Avengers Infinity War Basic Figures Rocket Groot 2-pack. So before we take a look at Groot, since he doesn't have any accessories, let's take a look at Rocket and his accessories. So first up, he comes with this Infinity Gem right here, and this is for the VR game that once you buy these basic figures and this Iron Man helmet, you can play some sort of game with it. I'm not really interested in that, so I really won't be using this. And you can attach it to his blaster right here. But like I said, I'm not going to be playing that, so it doesn't really concern me too much. I'll just set that right there. So here is Rocket's gun. And it actually has some really nice detailing to it for a basic figure. It looks really nice. It's all cast in one color, kind of that gunmetal silverish color. But it does look really nice. And I think this is the blaster that's coming with the upcoming Rocket, Groot, and Thor 3-pack. Which now, with everything going on with Toys R Us, we may never even see that pack. So that's another reason I got this pack. So for blaster, it kind of just fits in Rocket's hand like that, and I kind of have him holding on to it like that, but it really doesn't stay. Kind of just holds it like that, so not too good. He doesn't hold it too great. If he had some swivel at the wrist right there, that probably would have helped. He probably could have held it just fine. So for the head sculpt, I think the head sculpt is really nice. First sculpted really nicely. And I do like the head sculpt better on this Rocket than on the Marvel Legends one, because the Marvel Legends one kind of looks rabid, like he has rabies or something. This one kind of just looks like Rocket's scowling. It doesn't actually look like he's growling. So I do like the head sculpt on this better, and there's a little comparison here. And they are, the new one is bigger. Honestly, you can probably avoid buying that 3-pack, because I also heard that the 3-pack, if Toys R Us does shut down, will be just given to another store as an exclusive. And this blaster is the only thing, really, that's different with the Rocket that comes in that pack. And the Groot is just as good as Legends. So, honestly, I probably wouldn't even have to buy that 3-pack now that I have this. The fur sculpted nicely. There's no paint variation on it. I might go over it with a dry brushing of dark brown. And there's no really paint variation here on the suit. But it doesn't look bad. Kind of surprises me, honestly. For a basic figure, it's really good, because the basic figures are usually, just like it sounds, pretty basic. Like the bare minimum when it comes to like paint and sculpting and everything. But this is actually really good. The tail looks nice. So yeah, this is a really solid figure. So for the articulation, he has a ball jointed head that can look back all the way. Look down just a little bit. He can move his head side to side. He's got ball jointed shoulders that can move out that far. That far. And they're also on a swivel, so they can swivel up and down. He doesn't have any elbow or wrist articulation, which I think he could have benefited from. He has swivel legs that can kick forward just a little bit, and can kick back all the way. I'm trying to get my camera focus in there. There. And his tail was separate in the package. And even though you connect it to him, there's no articulation. It can't swivel side to side. So, not too bad. So now, let's take a look at Groot. Or Teenage Groot, to be more specific. So for the head sculpt, let me get it to focus in there. It's not wanting to focus for some reason. There it focused. The head sculpt is really nice. Has that nice wood grain texturing to it. He kind of looks like he's pouting, honestly. Like if you have him like that, he really looks like he's pouting. Which, I think that's kind of how Groot was at the end of Volume 2, since he became Teenage Groot. He's kind of like that now. He kind of has an attitude. But the sculpting throughout this is really nice. All that wood grain and everything. I do think the green is a bit much. From the trailer, what I can see is he's basically just all this color. So this is kind of one of those figures that really didn't need any coloring. Like, the dry brushing right here, dark brown, that's really nice. And the green right up here on his head, I think that would have been fine. But I think the green was a bit overboard right here. But the sculpting for it is really nice. This is really Marvel Legends quality. That's why I said I wouldn't even need that 3-pack now. Because this Groot is awesome. Which, like I said, surprised me for a basic figure. Because this actually has really good articulation, too. He doesn't have any knee joints, but I don't think he really needs them. So this figure's pretty awesome, too. That's about all to go over with this figure. He's got a ball-jointed head that can look all the way back. Well, he's kind of looking up if you move it all the way back. He can look all the way down. He can move his head side to side there. He's got ball-jointed shoulders that can move out that far. He's got single-jointed elbows that's on swivel. He's got swivel hips that can kick forward all the way. That is some excellent articulation there. And he can kick back just a little bit. He doesn't come with any accessories, but it would have been awesome if he would have came with his little handheld game or blaster. But I did find, let me see where it's at. Oh, here it is. My review station right here. I had him, had this sitting there. On the pop of Groot, he has a gun. And in some of the promotional material, he has a gun. So if you give him Gamora's from the Mantis Wave Gamora's gun, I kind of just said that already. But if you give him her gun, that looks pretty nice. And he doesn't have any wrist articulation, so he really can't hold it in both hands. But he can kind of hold it like that, and that looks really awesome. So now let's do some size comparisons. So here both basic figures are next to each other. There. And then here the Marvel Legends Rocket, I knew that gun would drop out of his hand, is next to Groot. And let me take this gun out of his hand. That's my only complaint with this figure, is the head sculpt and the hands. He could never hold his accessories that great. Let's put this like this. There. I'm trying to get it in both of his hands. There. And you have the Infinity War 3-pack rocket right there, just by swapping weapons, because I'm pretty sure the weapons are the same. So you can see that this Groot scales with Marvel Legends, so that's really awesome. Let me move this rocket here for a few. And then here they are next to my custom Thor. All I really did was just give him the eye patch and the axe right here, which I guess he's not going to have that in the movie now, but it's just my little custom I made. And right there you have that 3-pack that's coming up. It's actually a pretty simple way to save money and still have fun, because this 2-pack is pretty awesome for being basic. And then here, Teenager Groot is next to Big Groot. There's Adult Groot. And then here, Teenage Groot is next to Baby Groot, which he doesn't stand up at all, but you can see how far Groot's come since Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And let me just move him now. And put this rocket back on. I might try swapping the heads on this rocket to the Marvel Legends. The peg is really big on that one since it is bigger, but I do think it would look a lot better on this Marvel Legend figure. So overall, I would highly recommend this 2-pack, because even though it's basic, it is still really awesome. And the quality is Marvel Legends. it's really good. It surprised me, I must say, because I bought this not really, kind of just thinking it'd be a placeholder. But honestly, this has a permanent spot in my collection now, so I would highly recommend this 2-pack. So that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.